As we've heard time and time again, cricket is a religion in India. And this religion has several gods who've come and gone, but the devotees have always stayed. And we have one such devotee with us who you can call perhaps one of the biggest cricketing fans in the world. We have Johns with us, who's popularly known as Crick Crazy Johns on his social media profiles. Hi, Johns, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure to join and speak about cricket. Nothing like stardom on. There are lots of people who follows cricket, and there are only few of them. Maybe in social media, we have seen several hundreds of cricket fans around the globe. Even in my near town, there are lots of hardcore fans. Maybe they don't have the time to be in social media, or maybe due to work, or they will be following maybe and listening to the game maybe better than everyone, and maybe and hundreds of people who are playing cricket who does not have a chance to play for India, especially there only 11 can play and only state association. So there are hundreds of billions of fans across the globe who follows this game, and I am just one of them.
Right, that's you being humble, Johns. We know how active you are on Twitter, how quick your updates are. We both have been, Tanvir and I have been following you for quite some time, so we know how good you are. So, Johns, just tell us, which is your first major cricketing memory? I mean, when you go back, which is the first match you remember, like really watching intensely?
First of all, during 2004, when I was 8 years of age, I don't remember the match fully, but in 2004, India versus Australia Test series in India, I still remember Matthew Hayden sweeping all day, all Indian spinners. Then India defending that small total in Mumbai. I had small glimpses, but I don't remember everything. But in 2005, India came to our state for playing cricket after a long time. I think India played against Pakistan. I didn't go for that match, but I still remember a few a few innings played in that match. Then Mahendra Singh Dhoni's 183 not out versus Sri Lanka. That was one of the main memories I have from childhood.
So you
Right,
spoke
that's
about the
wonderful.
matches of 2004, 2005, etc. So for you, which is the major difference between the team of that time, the 2000s, versus the team that we have right now, the Virat Kohli-led India? What's the major difference between the two?
I think fast bowlers. India always had that batting lineup. Even if you look at the era during Sachin or VVS, Ganguly, there has been Dravids, there has been tons of batters, but the bowling lineup, which I don't think India had a great bowling lineup in any time. Even if you look at past era, there was one Kapil Dev, then there was one Srinath, Venkatesh Prasad, or then Sahir Khan came, but no one seemed. Then there was a big gap, and everyone had injury issues. But right now, if you look at last 5 or 6 years, India had that core unit of Bumrah came in last few years, but Ishan Sharma, Umesh Yadav, Mohammad Shami, they have been from Dhoni era to starting of Virat Kohli era, and he has been leading the team for last 4 or 5 years. So they've gone through phases, difficult phases, and now they are getting that success. We have seen Ishan Sharma rise or Mohammad Shami, the way he is bowling around the globe. That has been the major talking point. If you look at whoever talks about Indian Test team, they will be talking about the fast bowling department. Virat Kohli has been the major uh, pushing of this fast bowling department.
True,
Right,
very true. I
absolutely. I
think we
think,
all
yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, I think fast bowling has been something which has really improved by miles, and I think we are proud to have a bowling unit like we have today. Johns, what do you feel about the IPL, the Indian Premier League? I mean, we've seen the growth it has had over the last, what, 5, 7 years. Do you think in the near future, IPL and other such leagues will overtake international cricket? Could we see such leagues dominating the cricketing calendar in some point in the future?
I think IPL will be dominating because BCCA has that money. If you look at football, or there is English Premier League or Spanish League, there has been some. They have money, but if you look at cricket, means only BCCA has that money to conduct a big such league, and they only have that window from ICC. Even if before 2005, India was in that cricket power nation, and suddenly Lalit Modi came with IPL and everything changed within few years, and now India has been dominating in ICC. We can't predict anything, but these leagues or IPL will be one of the most to the future. Even England is going to the start 100 league next year. They will be looking to make that better. Especially we know England has lots of very good white ball players, and they can bring a such very good league. But coming to IPL, means IPL has been a sensation. If you look at the followers of IPL, it's not only in India, that it has been around the world. Even people who don't know follow about cricket, or does not follow cricket for 365 days in a year, they'll be following IPL. We have seen in Twitter also people from Sky Sports, etc. We have seen the retweets or the tweets coming even from footballers has been watching IPL. We can't see a bilateral series watching by a football player, but we have seen Joffrey Archer wickets. So if he scores a six, there will be English footballers who will be praising him. So the IPL growth has been one hell of a thing, because even if you look at especially IPL has that window. Every except Pakistan, every nation will be coming into this league, and I think IPL will be moving forward. Maybe 3 month competition, BCCA can pull off that things. I don't see more than 3 or 4 5 months in a year, but 3 month IPL will be, yeah, BCCA priority. Especially they are going to increase the teams. There was reports maybe 9 or 10 teams will be playing next year. So we'll see more white ball players. More means we'll be seeing Andhra Russell of many Andhra Russell, or we'll be seeing Josh Butlers, or we'll see many of them. These kind of players will be more, and we'll see the growth of T20 cricket or club cricket more after 10 or 15 years.
Right, absolutely, I agree with you. I think IPL is something Indians should really be proud of, right? I mean, such a huge product coming from our country, especially like you said, taking it, breaking the barriers across sports. I think that has been quite an achievement for the IPL. I agree with you. I think 3 months is a window we might look at. Right.
Yeah, definitely in the future. So let's talk about a bit about you now. You started in a very humble manner by saying that there are a lot of popular people. But for all our viewers who don't know, Johns has 27,000 followers on Twitter. So yes, he is very popular. He's just being humble here. So Johns having those many followers, does it sometimes play on your mind when you're posting something like how will others think about it? Or is it still very normal how you started in your initial days? Or now does the numbers play on your mind?
Yes, it is really tough, I would say, because to reply many people, I really want to reply to everyone. I used to reply means if when I had 1,000 or 1,500 followers, it was pretty easy. Maybe 10 or 20 will be reply, I can do it. But right now, if you look at it, it is really tough. Many people nowadays, I ask them to message me directly in DMs to reply to everyone, especially I am using this phone. So it is really tough. People used to think that I have lots of followers, so this guy won't reply. But it's really tough because I'm using this phone, and people don't understand that feeling. I am not questioning or anyone, because I used to go through that path. Coming to followers means basically I get these followers only because different news agencies or websites. If they don't bring news, I don't be getting these followers. If you look at my followers, or they are basically coming to get news, and I get these news from, if you look at Times of India, or Indian Express, or Hindu, or Info, Buzz, these websites. I'm doing people who has time. If people has time like me, they doing this stuff. And I don't look at these followers, but earlier days I used to check this stuff. When I had 500, or I'll be looking when will be 501, 502, 503 will be coming. But right now it's becoming really tough also.
Right.
I think
That,
that's the
that's
most important thing. Like when you care about your followers, the viewers, you want to reply to them. That's something that actually brings more people to you because they feel that you're interested and you are replying to them. So definitely that's a very good thing.
so. Johns, are you like looking at perhaps a career properly in cricket commentary, in cricket journalism, broadcast? Is that something which is playing on your mind?
I used to work in few websites during last Women's T20 World Cup or during last England summer. But right now I'm not doing anything. I had few exams, few supply exams for engineering in last August, September. So I was writing that. Then now I'm waiting for that results. I haven't decided anything about my future.
Right. Cricket is the fallback as of now, right? Like everything dedicated to cricket.
Yes, right now I think just watching cricket, playing during weekends, then watching radio, etc. More only about cricket.
Lovely.
That's
That's
good.
that's
As long as
amazing.
you're following your passion, that's what's important.
Yes. So John's okay. Let's do something interesting. Can you tell us your favorite player from each Test playing nation? Just one player across formats, or he could be playing just one format. One favorite player from each Test playing nation. Let's start with
Uh,
India.
it's really tough to tell from India. Other nations I can tell from one age, but from India, I think I really like Kohli, then Bumrah and Rohit Sharma. Three of them I can't. My favorite was Dhoni, but he retired.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have much favorites from India. I like these three. The respect for Rohit Sharma has increased a lot after that last World Cup. People just love him. The respect everyone. If you look at Rohit Sharma, the 2019 World Cup is only for Rohit Sharma. I think if you are not an English fan.
Right. Tanveer is a huge Rohit Sharma fan, so
Yeah.
he love what you're talking about. So okay, so Bumrah, Rohit, and Virat in for India. Australia, England, South Africa. What about those countries?
England, I really like Ben Stokes. I have been a big fan since 2016. I have been following him a lot. So from England, it will be Ben Stokes. Then from Pakistan, it's Babar Azam and Shaheen also. I really like him. Then from Australia, I really like Pat Cummins. Then from New Zealand, I really like uh, stuff from New Zealand. Right now, I really like Lockie Ferguson in T20s. Then from New Zealand, only him. Then Devon Conway, I really follow him for last 1 year. He has been really doing well. He made his debut last week. Then from Zimbabwe, I like Madhuvira. Recently, he played in under 19. He made his
Right.
impression in Pakistan. He played really well. Then from then
South Africa. Did we go with South Africa? South Africa.
I like Kakiso Rabada and Lumbi Ngidi. So these days I don't have much. I like really everyone I like. Basically, during my childhood only, I had that really affection to any player. If you look at India, MS Dhoni, then South Africa, I really like Jack Ellis. Right now, only for Chennai Super Kings, that affection only.
Right. What about Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. Maybe we can go with Rashid Khan. Sri Lanka. Who about Sri Lanka? Do you have any
I
favorite players in Sri
really
Lanka?
like Asaranka and Abhishka Fernando. These two guys may be the future of Sri Lankan cricket. Abhishka had made impression in last World Cup. He scored a hundred, not hundred. He made that impact against England. Then Hasaranka
Right.
has been doing really well for Sri Lanka. So
Right.
Hasaranka
Fair
and
enough.
Abhishka.
Right.
So let's get to a topic which a lot of people have been talking about recently, the India-Australia Test series. So no Virat Kohli after the first Test match. Rohit Sharma definitely missing the first two matches. Ishant Sharma is out. So what do you think are India's chances in the Test series? what do you think will be the result of the Test series?
It will be tough for India. Touring Australia is one of the most difficult things in cricket. If you look at two difficult countries to tour, one will be India and one will be Australia. And Australia has this ridiculous middle order. It has been just finishing everybody. If you look at since Ashes series, they just I don't know. I don't have any words what they did in last summer against Pakistan and New Zealand. Everyone thought New Zealand will be making that big inroads in Australia, but they just wiped out New Zealand side, who was the number 2 ranked team in the world. And it's tough to beat Australia in Australia when they are Warner, Steve Smith, Pat Cummins, Joseph Hazelwood, and they have the depth. If you look at their backup option, Giles Richardson is there, James Pattinson is there, so they have lots of options. If you look at Australian cricket, I think they'll be going through that dream phase. If you look at their youngsters also, they have that once that Ricky Ponting era who stepped down. Since then, Australia hasn't been that great. They have been losing lots of test matches away from home. They did well in home conditions, but still there wasn't that domination. But I believe they can dominate. I think Australia has a very good side. I don't think India will be winning maybe 3-0. I don't think India will be winning a test match. It will be really tough. If you look
So
at
you're predicting 3-0 or perhaps a 4-0?
maybe MCG has been that nightmare for bowlers, but still there is no Virat Kohli. Full pressure will be on Chandeshwar Pujara. But still it will be tough for India because we have seen how badly New Zealand played in last summer.
Right. So Johns is predicting 3-0, and let's tell the viewers that Johns gets his predictions quite bang on. The 4 teams he had predicted for the playoffs, they turned out to be right. So optimistic prediction is 3-0. It could tend towards 4-0 as well. It's going to be a tough series. As Indian fans, we can just hope for the best. Perhaps Pujara having a dream series again, or I mean, like one of the Pacers again, Bumrah showing his magic. So let's hope for the best.
Rahane is stepping up already.
Rahane is stepping up as the captain. Yes. So, Johns, we would like to thank you for joining us on our podcast. It was a great conversation with you, and we really enjoyed talking cricket with a fan who, I mean, we consider ourselves as passionate as they can get, but we know the amount of time and effort you put out on social media to get us all the updates. So, thanks a lot, Johns. Keep doing the stuff you're doing, and we hope that very soon you really become like a really, like you denied having Twitter stardom. We hope that one day you accept, yes, I'm an absolute star on Twitter, 100k followers, 1 million. I mean, that's the next step for you. Thank you so much, Johns, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a marvelous day here.
Inviting me to this show.
Thank you, Johns. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you. Take care.
The Cricket Company Podcast.